One sec. How do we spell academy? I completely forgot how to.
A-C-A-D-M-E-Y.
M-E-Y.
Or D-E-M-Y, rather.
Say it again.
A-C-A-D-E-M-Y.
D-E-M-Y. All right, we're good to go. We're live and recording.
Excellent. So we last left the party. I believe it was the end of the day. You actually finished up your second class, or second part of the day class. And I think we finished with a long rest. I'll note that in the log. So 5 bells on the second day. You hear a booming voice. Get to your first class immediately.
Can I
Favorite sergeant.
can I roll a Constitution and see if I got up early enough to get everybody's stuff ready?
Absolutely.
Sweet. I am not an early to rise type of guy.
Nope, you are definitely not.
Shocking. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a cat, so you don't really expect them to be up early.
Sergeant Graves eyes all of you as you quickly have to get your uniforms on and get ready to head to your first class.
Oh, sorry, I overslept again. I'm so sorry.
I clap Corvus on the shoulder. One of these days you'll make it.
Sounds like a new bet to me. But oh god, I'm not going to survive. Why do we have to be up so early?
That is not one that I'm going to take part in.
I'll take some of that action. What's our time frame?
Why are we always betting against me or on me? I don't understand that.
It just makes you interesting and stuff. Or whatever. What class are we going to? What's today? We're doing combat, aren't we? Oh god.
You will be going through instruction with Planeswalker Bim. Don't let his stature fool you. He can move across planes quite quickly, and he will be there waiting for you.
You see, Corvus, a bet is a prayer to Lady Luck, and it can never hurt to have her smiling at you. As Torbrand is brushing his teeth, probably.
Well, maybe I just need to find Lady Luck and, she can be my girlfriend, and then she can wake me up early in the morning so she can win the bet. How about that?
That is blasphemy on several different levels. No.
In the corner of the room, you notice Fike is kind of spinning in circles in the air as he's trying to quickly pull his uniform on.
Oh, here you go. Sorry, I'll do better tomorrow, guys. It's my fault.
Yes, we blame you for everything. We hate you.
He finally flips one flip too many, falls flat on his face on the floor, and Milam bursts out laughing. Problems there, Ficus? It's almost as if somebody sewed shut the holes for your wings, isn't it? And she bursts into laughter.
I run over to help him and see if his stuff is actually sewn shut.
Yeah, it's been sewn shut.
I'll pop one of my claws and cut the seam so he can get his wings through.
Okay. As you're doing this, Sergeant Graves leaves the room. Can everybody please give me a perception check?
Yeah.
Looking for DC 20 on this one.
Oh, wow.
Oh, so close.
Ernest has those eyes.
Several of the cadets start shuffling out. Mike is able to get his wing through and finally get...
Can I call Millum a bitch?
Was that a request? I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
I'm asking, do we have enough time for me to do that?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, Millum, you're a bitch. I just want you to know that.
She just looks at you, smiles, and then she pulls her finger across her throat.
Oh yeah, real threatening. I'm so scared. I'm truly quivering in my boots.
He heads off down the hallway. Other cadets follow.
Children, let's keep the hostile banter to a minimum before breakfast.
Like, I'm all for shenanigans, but gosh, threatening? That's a little much. Maybe we'll sew her mouth shut. All right, come on. Let's go. We got to hurry up. The sergeant's already left. We don't want to be late for class.
Yep, Tarnas is just going to move. He could say things, but he's not going to.
You make your ways down to the training deck. This is the classroom type setting as before. People are taking their seats. Everybody go ahead and roll initiative for me. 1 second. Get it up here. Okay, yep, roll initiative. Let's make sure this works.
Of course, now there's the 20.
Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Dominicus, you were the first to the room, so you can take your spot. Tarnoff, you're there shortly thereafter. Planeswalker Bim is already standing behind the podium. As you walk in, you would walk in right beside Benjamin. And you would notice that he's wearing Sergeant Mastergrave's hat.
I am. Can I simultaneous borrow his hat and one of his berries?
How are you doing this?
No, I'm just gonna ask him. Hey, nice hat. Can I borrow it? And then I'm gonna take it. Ooh, berry. Can I borrow that? And then I'll take the berry and then walk off.
Yeah. You take them both. He kind of gives you a little bit of a look and then walks over to his desk.
I want to pocket the hat in my bag so they can't be seen.
Okay. Everybody, I'm assuming, makes it to their desks okay?
He said that was Master Sergeant Graves' hat, right?
Yes. Yeah, he was wearing it when he first arrived at the room earlier. So.
Oh, my gosh.
Kinder's got a death wish.
Planeswalker Bim walks up to the podium after picking up a small token off of his desk. He says, it's quiz time for all of you. And you should see a Day 2 quiz handout now.
I'm not seeing
That
it.
would be a negative.
Okay, try again.
Yes.
Please answer these questions on the piece of paper I have made appear on your desks. And poof, there's like papers on everybody's desk. And we will discuss the answers when everyone has complete. Please turn your paper over when it is finished. In game, what you're going to do is you're going to whisper me the 5 answers. And keep in mind, this is a quiz on the handout we talked about last time, which is linked in the forums.
I've totally forgotten it. It's /W space GM?
It's /W space GM space, and then whatever the heck you want to do for that.
And I'll link the handout in the chat. The plane chamber bit or plane walker Jim Bim walks up and down the spaces between the ducts very slowly, but with each step he allows the nails of his feet to tick on the floor. He also carries a large staff with him, and as he steps with that side, he allows it to tick on the floor as well.
Can I look at my
Now I know what my
neighbor's,
students felt like when I was walking around during tests.
Did the nervous clickety-clackety? It's just mean. I had a English teacher who, in the middle of like quizzes, he would take the largest book he had, which was like an encyclopedia, and just slam it down on the desk just to scare everyone.
All right, how do you do the DM, the chat? What's the spacing for it?
/W space GM and then space, and then you can send a message.
Okay, cool.
Can I look at my neighbor's desk?
Oh yeah. 1 second. Which neighbor are you looking at?
Ficus.
Are you trying to do it sneakily, or are you just gonna?
Oh yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, sneakily.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll. In this case, I think stealth would be appropriate. Yeah, you can see that he has written out 4 of the 5 answers, and it appears.
Forgot the /W.
Damn it, I typed the /W as well.
It appears
if
he's
you
written
do
out his answers in Abyssal.
So I just want to make mention, if you do shift enter, it will not do the /W. So you have to send it all as one message, like you're sending a voice message, or like you're just sending a normal message. You can't do like shift enter and make it all look nice and pretty.
Oh, damn and blast.
Yeah, well, figured I'd let you know.
Okay, I have 3 answer sets so far.
I unfortunately do not read Abyssal.
Four.
Corvus froze through about half of this, and then just started writing like a frantic person, and now he's just like acting all cool and calm and just surveying the crowd.
As Bim gets to the back of the room, he spins around, and then he has a very long coughing fit, and then continues to walk to the front of the classroom, tapping his stave and his toenails against the floor.
His toenails again? Yeah, that grosses me out for some reason.
When he gets up by me, I'll like point at his toenails and like kind of you know, what's the deal with those nasty old toenails that you're rubbing on the floor? That's kind of creepy. What's that about? An emotion.
So you're talking to Planeswalker Bim about his toenails?
No, it's like he'll walk by and like rub his toenails on the floor, and I'll just kind of like point and give like, what's that about? And just like gestures.
Yep.
And then to be like silent, I'll throw like some ASL at him. What are those toenails about? You can get them trimmed so that doesn't happen. I don't know if he knows that or not.
Okay, I got everybody's answers. Planeswalker Bim will make his way back to the front of the room and stand behind the podium. He clicks his fingers and all of the quizzes magically appear in front of him, and he starts flipping through them. Let us now go through the answers, keeping in mind that the answers to these questions could someday save your life. It looks like everyone was able to get the first 4 answers correct. Of course, the city that connects the plains is Sigil. Wild space lies between bodies in the crystal sphere. The astral sea is the space between crystal spheres. And one should stay away from beacons. To clarify what level of force may you use to respond, Imperium members may use whatever means necessary to prevent harm to themselves, other members, and the property of the Imperium, including your ship. This does not require you, Master Corvus, to de-escalate the situation. Though, often that would be preferred. In addition, Master Corvus, in order to travel the plains, one must have a keen grip on the plane, hence the length of my toenails and the flatness of my stave.
Oh, so flat feet for ships. That's cool. I'll make a note of that. And he writes it down.
Shiz is gonna raise his hand in the back.
Yes, Master.
Is it really pronounced Sigil? That seems wrong.
It is Sigil. We must remember always that the multiverse and planes harbor cultures and people far different than our own experiences. And with that comes certain strange things, even the pronunciation of Sigil.
Yeah, but are we like real sure? Like, has anyone like checked with the owner just to see if maybe it was a mistranslation?
Maybe it's called seagull, and it's actually a big bird.
The Lady of Pain once banished an Imperium crewman through the mazes for all eternity for attempting to change the pronunciation to sigil. I do not recommend using the word sigil anywhere that she may hear you.
All right, so we
So-
double check. Okay.
Surprisingly lenient for someone who's called the Lady of Pain.
There are far easier ways to die than to be banished to an infinite maze to live out all eternity.
Well, I didn't say it was kind. I said there are much worse things she could have done.
Indeed. The Plainsman Walker Bim basically goes over kind of the major points of the Guide to Worlds and Planes again. He will then release you for lunch and let you know that day 2 is melee weapon training. All of you, please report to Master of Arms Phineas Waugh in full armor with your weapons. You will be engaging in melee weapon training this afternoon at the first bell. Good day to you all, and may you fare well in your training ahead. And with that, he releases you all to go to lunch.
As I'm walking out, I cast Major Armor.
Okay.
I'm also
Ivana.
going to keep an eye out for Sergeant Master Graves if we happen to pass him on the way.
Ivana will notice that you have cast it. He will come up to you and say, I didn't know you were a wizard?
Oh, God, can you imagine studying all those books? No, I just do magic.
Oh, you're a source.
I've been called a lot of things, never that before, but I guess, sure.
In context, source is sometimes the name they call someone who's a sorcerer or sorceress, in the sense that they are the source of their own magic.
Neat. I like that. Yeah, I was told that my my great-great-grandfather was a giant serpent that had psionic powers, and ever since then, like, all of my family members can do magic.
That's quite interesting. And from where do you hail?
The Imperium.
Oh. So your family's been a part of the Imperium for a while?
I guess so. At least me and my mom.
2 generations, I suppose that's something. Well, I will cast Mage Armor as well, but I'm going to wait until we get closer to time. I wouldn't want it to fail during training.
Why? Does yours not last a really long time? Mine lasts, like, most of the day.
Well, I've heard that Master Waugh sometimes holds training well into the night.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
He kind of, stubs you off and heads off to lunch. Vigilant will approach you and says, do you have that hat still? I really like it.
I gave it back to Sergeant Master Graves. He missed it. His head was cold.
Oh, I can see that. He doesn't have any hair, does he? That's very nice.
Here, you can have this. I'm just going to hand him a random item. It'll be a caltrop. I'll hand him a caltrop. There you go. Have this.
Interesting. Thank you.
I'm gonna
Careful, they're sharp.
come up behind them when they're talking and take my hat off and tap Benjamin on the shoulder. You can have my hat.
He frizzles up his face. I don't like your hat. You can keep it. I have this. What did you call it? A caltrop?
Caltrop. Yep.
It seemed quite interesting.
I'm just gonna look over at Tongues with that look of, what the hell? And just back to Benjamin. Hey, that's great, man. I hope you enjoy that. Tongues, do you think they're gonna have like fish for for lunch? I am starved.
We're literally on a planet that is nothing but ocean. I think fish is all we have.
Nice.
As you come into the lunchroom, you would notice the kitchen off to the left. And today, the door is open. There seems to be two people back there with a two-person crosscut saw, hand saw, slicing through some sort of large sea creature. Also, you would notice as you enter the dining hall, several of the instructors are gathered at a table, including Master Sergeant Graves, who is not wearing a hat.
I'm gonna walk up to. I'll be right back. I'll walk over to Sergeant Master Graves. Excuse me, Sergeant Master. I found this on the floor going to class. I think you might have dropped it.
He looks at you for a moment. Did you really find it on the floor, Master Shin?
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
He nods. Stand by your crew. It's always good advice. Thank you, Master Shin.
I'll give him a nod and then join Corvus back in the food line.
Dude, how'd you get it? How'd you get the hat? I didn't see you pick up no hat.
Well, you know, I've got to class almost on time.
Yeah, and I nudge him because you're the master smuggler, the greatest one that ever lived.
Yep. Hat smuggler extraordinaire. That's me.
Well, that's why you got caught and shipped here.
Gosh, where do you come from? You just come out of nowhere. You scare me.
I'm twice your size.
And I'm not very
exactly
observant.
that hard to notice either.
Oh my gosh! Tongues, I am not observant. I think, yeah.
Did you really write de-escalate on your test?
Did what?
For answer number 5.
Yeah, I sure did. You know, you can always do a good de-escalation try, you know. Hey, pirates coming in. Because you never know when you might need them later. I mean, I could just be like everybody else. Just kill them and do any means necessary to protect the stuff. You could just de-escalate it out and you might make a friend.
Sometimes it works.
That's actually some of the best
Do you
logic
really
I've ever
think
heard.
pirates looking? Do you really think pirates looking for treasure are just going to become your friend?
Hey, this is me. I'm going to be the captain, Corvus Moon, the greatest Planescape captain ever. Of course they're going to want to be friends with me. They're going to come up and try to board and be like, oh my gosh, it's Corvus's ship. We can't take it over. Let's go over there and chat and hang with them, and it'll be a great time. And we'll be friends. We're going to be so notorious. People are going to love us. Everybody in the crew.
You might want to...
Bing walks up and nods as Sigrid speaks and says, You're absolutely right, Corvus. Those illithids will be very friendly with you, right up to the point they suck out your brain.
I lean over to.
Quite a nasty sights, yes.
I worry there's not much for them to suck out.
I lean over the tongues.
That would probably be a blessing for anyone under his command.
I lean over the tugs. What is this illid thing he's talking about? I don't know what that is. What is that?
Psionic guys take over your mind, like eat brains. Lots of tentacles off their face. I'm gonna have to go with cigarette on this one, though, Corvus.
After all, if you were the famous Captain Corvus Moon, any pirate who took your ship and plundered your hull would be the most famous pirates in a century.
Ooh, you got a target on your back.
Fuel his ego.
I'm trying to explain it in a way that's likely to make sense to him.
Listen, but that's the thing. I'm going to be everybody's friend, and they won't want to plunder my hull. My hull will be sacred.
I said hold. H-O-L-D. Your hold. I didn't say anything about your hull. Let's make that very clear right now.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, look. There's Dominicus over there. I'm going to go sit down by him. Just walk away.
Wow, Sardis. I didn't know you wanted his hole so much. Oh, that was amazing.
Volker's bones.
You're the one that egged him on.
I'm beginning to think I am the butt of everybody's joke. My hole is no longer protected, and I just kind of walk to the front of the line. Excuse me, I am here for my daily swamp water food, and then I just grab food and go and sit down by myself.
Do you think he hears the words that come out of his mouth, or is there some kind of fundamental disconnect?
Well,
knowing luck, it's probably just, a fantasy going on in his mind.
Well, we do know he got a severe hit on the head, so could be that.
That's true, I had forgotten about that.
Do y'all think he makes biscuits in his sleep?
That would explain why he late every morning, as he says.
You know what? Tonight, I am going to try to wake up early, just to see if I can, to see why it's so tough.
Be my guest.
Adriana is near you in line, and she says, Beck can wake us up early if you want to get up early.
But that would spoil the fun of watching Corvus try to do it himself.
I didn't say Beck would wake up Corvus.
Oh my God, can you imagine if we all got up before and didn't get Corvus up, and then we were all just awake and ready, and he wasn't?
Alright, we
love that.
Please.
But not on day 3. We have to wait until the time is right.
We could all
My
do it
suggestion
in
would be the last day of
day after day.
training.
Corvus is over at his...
I didn't hear what Sigrid said.
I said we could all do it in succession, like day after day.
Mm-hmm.
Bing takes a smoke on his pipe as he's standing waiting for... I like that idea. We'd make more of an impression overall, wouldn't it, with the Master Sergeant?
Yeah, I think we should do it that way.
Brink walks over and sits down with Corvus.
Hi.
Corvus?
What was that?
You know about the garden? The garden? The garden.
No. I don't know anything about garden. What garden are you talking about?
The garden. A port. Here in Rome Space, where I grew up.
Sure, tell me all about it. I would love to hear about it.
It's a pirate port. There are no less than 100 pirate ships ported out of the garden. My family takes care of them. We have a port on the garden.
Well, that sounds fantastic. You know, when we actually get on the ship, you know all these pirates already. You could just introduce me to them so we can already become friends.
Make no mistake, Corbett. Any one of those pirates would kick your head if they had no chance if you were a captain of an Imperium ship.
No, I mean probably, but you know what? I think I'm the guy to get it done for the Imperium, to bridge the gap between Imperium and pirates, so we can all just be one big family.
Yeah. Well, until you get a reputation, just know they don't know who you are. They'll take your ship in a heartbeat. I've seen them form an Imperium ship with a new captain, 12 at a time.
Wow, that's going to be weird when I have 13 ships to captain after that happens.
Just take my advice. The most important person you have on your ship if you're captain is your gunner. Make sure you can take those ships out fast.
Are you going to be a gunner?
I haven't decided yet.
Who do you think our class would be a good gunner? Or gunners?
I've fired ballistas a few times, but I don't know. I was thinking about being maybe a quartermaster. Quartermaster gets to take care of all of the treasures that are collected.
Huh.
I will instantly somehow teleported behind him and go, will you really?
Maybe. What's it to you?
I'm sorry, that position's already been taken. There's someone more competent.
You know, I wouldn't be insulting like that, Tongs, but you're definitely going to be my quartermaster, and I would love for you to fill another role on my ship. Besides quartermaster, what would you like to be?
You think we're all going to end up on the same ship?
I would like us to end up on the same ship because I like everybody. Maybe not so much Millennium or whatever, the lady that sewed Ficus's stuff together. I don't know about her or him, or I don't even know. But, yeah.
Well, there's 12 of us, and most of the ship takes 12 crew. And they won't put us on a ship, a bunch of rookies with no one to keep track of us. So, yeah. We'll be split, I'm sure. At least 2 ships, maybe more.
Hey, GM.
Yeah.
Would I be able to go to Master Clink's like little shop, I guess you could say?
Yep, you can do that.
Cool. All I wanted to do was pick up 2 clubs.
Yep, you can do that. He's down there, waiting, always.
Do you have
He
a
doesn't eat.
coin exchange for that?
He will tell you it has been taken off of your stipend, Master Tana.
Thank you. And for personal records, how much is that at now?
Whatever you got 200. Whatever you subtracted from it.
Well, the reason I was asking is because the club by the book standard is 1 silver piece.
Well, you can get 2 for gold then, so no worries.
All right, cool. Thanks.
The food today seems a little bit spicier than it was the day before. Sorry, 1 second. Stigrid.
Yes.
What is your dex modifier?
My dex modifier
Yep.
is 0.
Okay. So you would find some sort of eyeball-like thing in your food that appears to be not what everybody else got.
Oh! Ugh! She disgustedly, flings it out of her soup across the room, kind of mortified.
Ficus quickly sees it flying across the room, flies up, and catches it in his mouth. Ooh! Yep.
Oh, God. You know what? I'm glad you had a tasty treat. What the fuck?
Okay, anything else at lunch today?
When that happens, can I look towards Millum and see what their reaction to it is?
Yeah, Millam's not in the lunch hall.
Suspicious.
Ooh.
I was actually going to say the only other thing that I would have said is probably go talk to Millum, but she's not in the lunch hall. Mm-hmm.
She's probably sewing the toilet shut or something. I don't know. That's weird.
Do it like doing that thing where you put what's it called? That invisible, clear stuff over the toilet.
The saran wrap?
Saran wrap?
Putting saran wrap over the toilet.
Oh my, how amazing would it be for her to get kicked out for stealing saran wrap from the kitchen to put all over toilets just for shenanigans?
Bing says, no! The right way to do it is to cast reverse gravity.
That's evil. Oh, she's probably doing that, if she can. Yeah, that sounds like something she'd do.
Well, gnomes are known for being jokers. He takes a puff on his pipe.
Next time the midget steals the Master Sergeant's hat, I say we blame it on Millum.
Agreed.
I slowly look at Tongues. What do you think?
Oh, gods, I didn't realize he could hear us.
That's a tough one. On the one hand, I do love a practical joke. It's very, I want to say, there's a lack of entertainment around here, if you know what I mean. So that's fun. As long as they don't target me.
Corvus,
Yeah?
please do not tell Millum that we were talking about this.
No, I, as your soon-to-be captain, sanctioned this shenanigans. She should have never sewed Ficus's wings shut to cause him to be any late. That would be terrible.
Hey, do we actually know it was Mellum, outside of the fact that they were laughing at Ficus's,
Millum was the one who said, "What's the matter? Someone sew your wing hole shut," which is not conclusive, but is strong circumstantial evidence.
Yes, I'm going to go with he who smelt it, dealt it, and he said sewing wings shut. To be blamed.
He, she, them, there may be some fluidity going on. It's unclear.
I'm pretty sure they're a changeling, so it's fine. Also, one of us could be Millum right now.
Dun, dun, dun. It's probably me, and I just don't know it. I mean,
any of us could be a shapeshifter, or a clone of a shapeshifter.
Young just shakes his head. Not me. Nobody can get to my size.
Also, no, I don't think anyone else could put out cold like you do. That's pretty hard to replicate.
I'm just curious, can I roll an inside check to see if anyone here is Millum in the skies?
Oh, absolutely.
I bet you it's Eldrian's little weasel thing. That's what they shapeshift into, that little weasel thing. That's what it is.
I'm going to roll insight too.
Damn.
Yeah, you don't pick up on anything, either one of you, that would make you think that somebody here is Millum.
Maybe it's like this spoon over here. Maybe it's the spoon. I don't know what a shapeshifter can all change into. Can they change into spoons?
They can't change into objects.
I've heard a few stories about shapeshifters. I've never heard a story of a shapeshifter turning into a spoon.
Unless they're mimics.
Well, that's not a shapeshifter, that's a mimic.
What? Mimic? Shape changes?
They change their shape, but that's different from a shapeshifter.
Sounds mostly.
I think a mimic would be. I think a mimic would be more concerned with eating you than sewing wing slits shut and putting eyeballs in soup.
What type of eyeball was it anyway? Did it like try to blink at you or something?
I don't want to know. And I'm not trying to find out. Thank you very much.
Let's be clear. We have reason to suspect Millen was responsible for the sewing the wing hole shut. We have less reason to suspect that Millen was responsible for the eyeball in the soup. That might have just been the soup.
That's true. If you're a practical joker, you want to be there to see your practical jokes land.
In any case, we should get to combat training now.
Yes, we should go. Hey, Ficus, what did that eyeball, what did the eyeball taste like? Can you tell what species it was?
No.
Did it at least taste good?
Yeah, it's the best part. They would never give eyeballs when I was in prison.
That is true. I was never served eyeballs in prison. Wait, I mean, I've never been to prison.
Wait, why were you in prison?
I wasn't.
Not you.
Oh, good.
That ship has sailed, shiz.
They captured me.
But what did you do?
He was in the thing we're not supposed to mention.
And I don't like to talk about being a soldier in the Blood War.
Oh, right. You were a soldier in the Blood War. I will stop talking about this now.
Thing goes, you're sure she's a changeling, not some other shape changer.
Oh, I've got no idea. Well, except for the fact that Millen said they're from Eberron, and I heard that there are a lot of changelings from Eberron.
Yes, you're right. The changelings come from Eberron, I think, or at least that's what they claim. Just keep in mind, a changeling can't change their size. So they'll always be about, well, as big as Millum is now.
So, we know Benjamin's safe, and Junkus, and Ficus, and Yubing, you're all safe.
Yes, indeed.
I look at Corvus suspiciously as we enter combat arena.
How tall is Corvus again?
I'm 3 foot, same size as Ficus.
Jesus.
So he's also safe.
If you
Corvus size small?
Yeah.
Okay, I can realize that.
I wasn't asking because I was suspicious. I was asking because in my head Corvus is quite short. I wanted to confirm.
If you
in my head he's literally Puss in Boots but with black fur.
Yeah, if you literally look up
kitty softballs.
If you look up a Maine Coon cat and look at the size of a Maine Coon cat, I am the exact same size.
I do not have to look up the size of a Maine Coon cat. I just have to pick mine up.
Oh.
So, Napoleon complex, that's what's going on here.
Yes. By the way, I have 2 of those Maine Coon cats.
They're awesome.
So too many.
They're brothers, they're long-haired. They get into fights once in a while, but most of the time they lay about.
I suspect they're less trouble than Corvus.
Oh, yes, actually, surprisingly.
Well, back to the matter of hand.
What, dunking on Corvus more?
Yeah, that's fine.
I think you meant combat.
He's easy to dunk on. He's only 3 feet tall.
Listen, I might be short, but I can sure climb up you real quick.
If you could.
What do you mean if I could? I can.
I was gonna say, it feels like there's a lot of innuendos in that with this head to combat class.
Yeah, before I have to protect my sacred hole again.
Frank leans over and whispers, "Yeah, they have armor for that, you know."
They have armor just for a hole?
He gives you a wink.
I pull out my little notebook. Note to self, armor for hole. Check into this.
Oh, God. I'm chuckling about it.
This is great. I love this.
The first bell goes off.
I'm going to dash there. Get there as quick as possible.
As you arrive, Master Waugh, Phineas Waugh, Master of Arms, is already there, waiting for you. One thing, I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but Master Waugh is blind. He wears a, basically like a neckerchief kind of thing, tied across his eyes all the time.
Am I the first person there?
Yes.
Okay. I go up to Master Juan and, hey, I got a question for you.
Speak.
So you're like really skillful with weapons and armors and all that stuff?
I am a Master of Arms.
Great. Fantastic. What is the hole armor? Where can I get some of that to protect my sacred hole?
Master Corvus?
Yes, they were telling me about it, and I didn't know where to get it. Do I get that from the
Did
quartermaster?
you stop by the barracks and get your armor and weapons, as requested?
Yes, but apparently this is additional armor?
We will speak of this armor much later in the course.
Oh, good, fantastic. Great. Hey, question, the sergeant for the barracks, you're friends with him, right?
He is my colleague.
Fantastic. Do you think you could, like, talk to him about letting us have, like, our own bunk? Because there's a bunch of extra bunks, and we would like to spread out some. Do you think you could do that for me?
No, Master Corvus. I cannot.
Aw, okay. Well, I guess I'll just try talking to him again. He's not really talkative. He doesn't like conversing back and forth that much, does he?
As other cadets start entering the room, Master Waugh backs away from you, Corvus, and takes position in the corner. Please, everyone, line up, single file, in front of me.
Oh yeah, we'll do class. I'll talk to you more after class. You know, hey, we'll just talk after class.
No. You can go before me.
Oh. Tongues, I'm getting in good with the Master of Arms.
You really are.
You just wait and see. We're going to be best buds. And he's, he was thinking about, saying something to the sergeant for the barracks that he might let us get our own beds, like our own bunks, because there's plenty of them.
That never happened.
Master Phineas says, 2 lines. There's not enough space for just one.
Tongues, I didn't think you liked fighting. Why are you in the front of the line?
Dominicus, please get in line.
Sorry. I'm there now.
To the front of that line. Other side. There you go.
Well, this is awkward. Phineas and
This is
Dominicus are
awkward.
twins.
Just ignore that. Master of Arms Phineas Law gives each of you individually a deep bow as he walks down between the two lines. As he gets to the other end, he spins. Today, we will be testing your melee weapon training ability. First, I would like all of you to practice with the practice dummies. And when you are prepared, we will do your practice dummy attack test. So you may take the next 20 minutes to practice with your weapons against the practice dummies. And please come and get me when you are ready for your test. Any questions?
I prefer unarmed combat. Is that okay? Do I have to use a weapon?
You absolutely do not need to use weapons, but you must attack without a ranged weapon. You must be within 5 feet of your target.
What does the test entail?
You will need to attack a test dummy.
Corvus raises his hand.
Yes, Master Corvus.
Hey, a good captain is always ready. I don't need to practice. Can I just go ahead and do the test? Because I'm always ready, because I'm going to be the captain.
You may do the test now, Master Corvus.
Sweet.
Master Ball walks down to the far end of the room to one of the practice dummies. This one will do.
How'd you spin your token?
So when you select the token, you'll notice that there's like this little one teal or light blue line that goes up from it, and then there's like another little cube above that. You select that, and you can move it around to turn your token around.
Oh my gosh, that's fantastic.
Also, if you select your token and hit E and move your mouse wheel, it will rotate.
Cool.
Okay, Master Corvus, please demonstrate to the others how you make an attack.
Oh yeah, 100%. Here we go. I'm going to use my dagger, and I reach into my poncho and pull my dagger out.
Okay. He spins the dummy as you go to attack it. And you miss the dummy completely.
Oh, sorry, that was the wrong dagger. Hold on. And I put that one back in the poncho, and I pull out a different one. It was this one. This is my attacking dagger. That's my butter and bread dagger. 2 different daggers. Can I have it? Can I do it now?
If you wish, Master Corvus.
See? Correct dagger this time.
Ah, yes. Unfortunate that the enemy would have killed you on his first attack because you did not kill him. Perhaps you should work on that, Master Corvus.
Yes.
Anyone else care to attempt their trial?
Yeah, might as well get it out of the way.
I will do it after Shiz.
Hi-ya! Dang, not bad. I don't know why it rolled twice.
Very good, Master Shiv.
Oh, this is
Well placed attack.
I clap.
I'll give him a bow and go back to my spot.
Good job, tongues. Yeah.
Okay. Who's next?
Me.
And what do you choose to attack with?
My fist.
Very good, Master Dominicus. You will always have your fist with you.
Yes.
Unless someone removes it.
Yes, well, if they remove my fist, then other weapons are also going to be very useless.
Indeed. He spins the dummy as you attack.
I'm going to be using a lucky point to give myself advantage on this.
Okay.
Right round, baby, right round.
It rolled twice. I don't know why, but yeah, 22.
Give you the advantage.
You
So it auto-rolled your damage.
Oh yeah, that's how much damage I did. I did 4 damage to it.
Very good, Master Dominicus.
Wait, I have a question. Can I also... Oh, no, wait. Do I have it? Never mind. I don't have that yet. I will go back into the line.
Does anyone else care to try yet?
I think Jungus wants to go.
Jungus says, yes, I will go next. And he walks up, towering over the dummy and Master Law.
Tongues, he's gonna break that thing. That guy is huge. He's just
Master
gonna break
Law
it.
spins it, and Jungus, because he's so tall, he's not even really within 5 feet. He's like 10 feet away. And he just smacks it right on top of the head of the dummy.
Woo!
Master Law looks at him and says, those long arms will serve you well. Just know that you need to be able to attack from in closer as well. Jungus nods his head. I will work on that, Master Law. And he walks back into the line. Ivana makes her way over and pulls out a dagger. Law spins the dummy, and he reaches out and through the arms reaches through and stabs it directly in the face. It stops in place, and she pulls the dagger back and sticks it into her pocket. Well done, Ivana. You have been trained in this before, I see. Yes, Master Law. I have been trained in combat since I was the age of 5.
Who did that?
Ivana. Ivana Bigby.
Yeah.
He gets back in line. Would anyone else care to try?
I want to. It's me, Sigrid.
After I give a try with my newly acquired weapon, a shot.
Very well.
Corvus looks back at Sigrid. You're next.
She flips him off.
He moves his little kitty paws down.
It was Corvus that volunteered you.
Master Tarnas, are you ready?
After pulling out and doing a few swings with the 2 clubs, yes. He walks up and has the 2 clubs in hand.
2 weapons.
Yes.
Will you attack twice?
I will.
As you wish. I will grade you on both. In fact, I will grade you on the worst of both.
Then it is a fair challenge.
He spins the dummy as you start to attack.
5 gold on
here it
him,
is.
succeeding.
Where do you guys get all this money from?
It was a solid attack with your first, but your second was not so good.
Yes.
Still, I admire the form, Master Tardes.
Well, thank you. I'd rather not pull out blades unless I'm willing to actually spill blood. So, I'll work on it and see if I can improve on this.
Practice dummies appreciate your vigilance at not causing damage.
I'm going to try to...
Since apparently we're foregoing the warm-up period, I suppose I'll go next. But I'll say right now, if I'm planning to use blades to spill blood, then I'll go ahead and practice with blades.
Master of Arm of Wa holds up his hand and says, "Please, do not destroy the dummies. The flat of the blade, if you will. Or the point."
Yeah, it's hard to get wood around here. No trees.
I shall be as cautious as I can. Torban draws his short sword and scimitar.
Okay. Swing away.
Yeah, that's interesting. When you click automatically roll damage, it...
Is its own separate box?
Yeah.
So there's a setting when you go to manage on the character sheets there that you can have the damage automatically rolled.
Yeah, I know. I've got it set to that. That's in the the 5e 2014 character sheet. When you clicked that, it rolled it as part of the sort of same attack block. But here it's two separate blocks. I'm just noting that. Does a 15 hit?
Yes.
Cool. Then I have advantage on the second attack, thanks to a weapon mastery.
I'm gonna start a polite round of golf clap.
I will join in.
Kirkman, who has been beating up one of the dummies in the back, walks up as the next.
When he's finished, I'm going to try to throw my voice and mimic Sigrid's voice to say, "I'm next, it's me, I'm next."
Kirkman, as he approaches, says, "Master Wa, an attack is one thing, but I often grab my opponents up before I attack them. Is that allowed?" Master Wa says, "A grapple. Interesting. A grapple is appropriate so long as you follow it up with an attack." He spins the dummy. Kirkman just jumps with all his force, grabs this dummy, rides it as it spins, and then smacks the head hard. So hard, in fact, that the head falls off onto the floor. Very, very well done, Master Kirkman. Unfortunate that you have broken our dummy, but we can repair it. I dare say you might have done the same thing to the head of an opponent.
Oh, I'm sure Ivana could probably mend it. She's from the Bigby family. She probably knows all those spells.
Hey, nobody ever said we were doing prison rules.
Shortbrand is definitely joining the golf clap after Kirkman goes. That was impressive.
Ivana walks over, sets the head back on the dummy, and casts Mending.
Hey, good job. Thanks, Ivana.
Yay, she did a spell finally.
He gives a little curtsy and gets back in line. Perkin smiles as he gets back in line.
I'm going to do the mimic voice for Sigrid now.
I'm going to slap Corvus back. Stop doing that. People can go whenever they want to.
Sigrid is going to walk up, hearing Corvus trying to make her go next. Can I, for the DM, as she's passing by, do like a non-damage? I want to do like a non-damage little witch bolt to Corvus, just to give him a little shock. I don't want to hurt him, I just want to give him a little shock.
To Corvus?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that.
Sweet.
All this hair is going to stick on end.
I am just going to willingly take it, not knowing it's coming.
Yeah, as soon as the witch bolt hits, all of you, it's like a massive static buildup. All of your hair is suddenly poofed out in every direction. You have disadvantage on perceptions, and you've increased in size 6 inches in all directions.
I scream out, oh my gosh, they're coming for my hole.
God.
I love Corvus.
Ficus laughs so hard that he falls onto the floor, and just is rolling around at this point.
I get out of line and I'm going over here and I'm going to start like licking my fur back down from it being all poofed out.
So at this moment, I need everybody to give me a perception check.
And I have disadvantage, right?
You have disadvantage, yes.
Yeah, what is Benjamin up to?
I would like to spend my second lucky point on this.
Yep.
So I have advantage.
Okay, so this is probably a DC, let's say 15. So anybody that passes the DC 15 check would notice that Pendulum is playing with a ballista, and it's pointed towards Corvus.
Oh, awesome.
Wow.
But what would you like to do?
I want to run and tackle Corvus out of the way.
Okay.
I want to cast Prestidigitation to maybe create like some kind of noise or distraction behind Pendulum that will maybe make him like point his aim somewhere else.
Okay. So, suddenly, Shiv, you're going to come running across the room and tackle Corvus, so you guys are going to be over in this square. Pendulum hears this noise, and as he spins around, he knocks the ballista off to the right. Let me see how far he's going to actually turn.
I may have fucked up.
It's now pointed completely to the right, and as he lets go of it, as he trips and falls, as he turns, it fires a ballista bolt directly into this beam that's across the room. Master Voix immediately says, Master Pendulum, get back in line immediately and do not touch the weaponry. Pendulum looks up and wanders back over to get in line behind Brink.
get up, and then help Corvus get up, and I go, you didn't see it, but I just saved you, and then return back to life.
Well, of course you did, because you're the greatest smuggler ever. But what did you save me from?
How do those things even correlate?
Quick thinking, Master Sigrid. You have done well.
I'm gonna tap Sigrid. Actually, I'm gonna hug his leg because he's taller than me, and I'm gonna give him inspiration, inspire another.
Okay. You're talking about tongues, Shiv?
Yeah.
Shiz?
Mm-hmm. Yep, Sis.
I keep saying Shiv, I mean Shiz.
It might turn into Shiv. I keep getting hugged.
Hey, I'm sorry. I just you saved me. This is how I know how to thank you.
He's a very clingy cat.
Yeah, and I like meow mix too.
Even before all the static electricity, he was pretty clingy. And now, I mean, forget it.
Oh my gosh!
Oh,
I knew
look,
that was coming.
Look, Sigrid's doing her test.
Oh yeah.
It says, all of you should pay close attention. This is a very good lesson. Even when in melee attack, there may be other things going on in your environment. Spotting them and dealing with them can be the difference between life and death. Sigrid, you may make your attack as good.
Okay, give me just a second.
And for the record, if I'd rolled a 1 on that D4, Ivog and Bing would have been in the line of fire of that ballista. So it would have ended badly.
Oh wow. Oh, Benjamin.
Never mind, I found it.
The dummy spins, you whip that sickle out, and it just sticks right into the head. Well done, Master Sigrid. Well done.
She gives Master Phineas a bow before she goes back.
He bows and returns.
When you walk back, I go, good job.
She just nods to you.
Don't mind me just practicing like Robin against the dummy next to me.
Very good, everyone. Very good. The others finish their tests. Now we're going to try a little sparring. You all have someone lined up across from you. We're going to spar with them. Basically, this means that you will be rolling an attack mechanics-wise. If you strike them, please ensure that you do non-lethal damage to them. Turn your blade sideways. Do not harm your fellow cadets.
And this is why I gathered the sticks.
I clap Bing on his back and go, "Good luck, buddy."
Torbrand snaps his fingers Torbrand snaps his fingers and casts Blade Ward.
No, if I had the capability, I'd be doing the same thing.
Neat.
Okay, and he will indicate the column on the left, which is, I think, all NPCs, right?
Yep.
Yep.
That they will attack first. So I'm just going to go down the list and make a single melee attack, and you can tell me whether or not it hits. It will not do damage. I will tell you that now. Okay, so Eldriana is going to attack Dominicus. Just 1 second. Still getting used to these new sheets.
Yeah, it took me a minute just to find the armor class.
She misses.
And let's see, next up is Jungus.
That's for Bane.
Bing's AC is... Oh, where is AC? Oh,
right
his AC is 10.
Oh,
So-
Ted's not wearing armor?
He's not wearing armor. Let's see, Ivana versus...
She is.
Shit.
Yo. That'll fit.
And then Ficus versus Corvus. He looks at you, Corvus. He says, I don't want to hurt you.
That's why it's non-lethal damage. What were you planning on doing?
Does a 10 hit?
No, 10 misses. But I'm going to reach over and, good job. Good try anyway. Keep it up. And I kind of pat him on the shoulder.
He leans over and whispers, I missed on purpose. I don't know how to do non-lethal damage.
Oh my gosh. I'm so happy that you did that. Thank you very much.
Tarnace. Ibog is coming at you with a rapier.
Ooh, a rapier. Oh, that misses.
Millum attacks twice and smacks you with the second dagger.
I would tell you to subtract D4, but it wouldn't matter.
And finally, let's see, we got Brink. Who has a short sword.
That's
Looks
a
like
miss.
it's 8. And then Benjalum will attempt to attack Kirkton. It's going to say sickle, but he's actually got a frying pan.
Huh. And that's expected.
It doesn't go well. Very good, all of you. Now, please, the second column, you will be attacking. So, Dominicus, you'll be first up.
Okay.
Eldriana has an AC of 12.
And then I can also attack for my bonus action. Let me put that ability in the deal. There it is. I can attack as a bonus action with an iron strike, so I will do that as well.
Okay, I got 2 attacks there. Is that right, or is one of them damage? One of them's damage. Okay.
One of them's damaged. Yeah. Do you want me to turn auto roll damage off?
No, that's fine. I'm still getting used to it. It just looks weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I get 1 attack as an action and 1 as a bonus action. They're both there.
Okay, I got him. Thank you. Okay. We're just going to skip to the PCs here. So I think next up is Shiz, right? Versus Ivana.
Hiya!
Yeah, her AC is currently 11, so that will fit. With 22?
I am so sorry. I thought you had your mage armor on.
I didn't think it was necessary.
Yeah, I got in a lot of scraps growing up.
Okay, let's see. Corvus versus Ficus.
I'm going to purposely miss, like Ficus purposely missed me, and I'm going to give him the wink of we're on the same ground.
He whispers in and says, I don't think you could hurt me anyway. His AC is 17, by the way.
I'm going to whisper back, me either.
But, it's the principle of the thing.
Ivog has an armor class of 17 for Tarnice.
Oh, goody. The first club. Followed up by the second.
Oh!
Very nice.
And just to sort of story it a little bit, he comes in with the rapier. The first club is used to distract it, while the second goes in, does the non-lethal damage stab at him.
Ivog nods his head. Very nice. Very nice. You are very well trained.
I've been doing this for a long, long time. I love to do these scraps.
That's what a Nazi would say.
Okay, Millum has an AC of 13.
Okay, first attack from the short sword, second from the scimitar. I do have auto roll damage checked, so
That's fine.
yeah, just for the sake of accounting. I'm going to spend my heroic inspiration to reroll that.
Okay.
Because I'm a human. Alright, well, that one didn't help.
Out of curiosity, can I spend my heroic inspiration to make him reroll it again?
Oh, that's a good question.
Because I really want him to hit Millum.
1 second.
Fuck, I know there is a way you can give someone else your inspiration. I'm just take an action or something. I'm not sure.
2024 rules, everyone. Learn a new thing.
It's a re-roll any die.
Is that a yes?
Yep, it will work.
Good. I'm spending it. Re-roll that again, buddy.
All right, I'm glad for the shared animus against Milam. I'm gonna roll even worse now. Went for a 9 to a 7 to, I'm gonna assume, a natural 1.
But now you have the power of friendship on your side.
14.
That'll do.
Alright, and scimitar attack with advantage because of the weapon mastery property of short swords. I don't know. 2 attacks and 1 hit for each of us. That seems reasonable.
Okay.
You didn't have the power of friendship on that one.
And Sigrid, you're going up against Brink. AC is 11.
Okay. Sweet.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. Ooh.
That'll...
Oh, that's 2 attacks.
I don't know why it rolled twice,
No,
but
no worries. 13.
it's just supposed to be 1. I'm sorry.
It does that sometimes. No worries. So you strike Brink without an AC.
Does Kirkin go ham on Pendulum? Because he does that weird grapple thing, like throw him halfway across the room.
Yeah, he grapples him, and Pendulum just like steps out of the grapple. It's the weirdest thing you've ever seen.
My jaw unhinges and drops like a foot.
Master Wall says, very good, very good. You've all done very well today. This bodes well for the cruise that you'll be part of. And that will conclude our training for today. You are always welcome to come here before the 8th bell and practice. I will stick around today and help you if you wish. Tomorrow, day 3 in the morning, please report at the 6th bell for your day 3 training with Master Huntsman Merrick Wynn, who will be talking about the chain of command and roles on Spelljammer ships. Good day to all of you.
I'll throw a sloppy bow his way and immediately leave.
I will properly bow to him, then leave.
I'm going to walk over to him and be like, so do you think you can put that good word in for me? Like we were talking about earlier?
No, Master Coleman.
Well, let me ask you this. What does he like? What's something he likes?
He likes shooting.
Shooting? Did you say shooting?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you so much. And I do like a bow and just pitter-patter off.
Choban is gonna make a mental note to spend at least an hour of his copious free time practicing with weapons in the dojo, the practice hall. I don't know what to.
It's the combat training floor.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tartarus is going to do roughly the same thing, though he's probably going to spend the rest of this day essentially practicing on the dummies right now, using the clubs, and trying to throw in a little bit of flair of, moving around.
Okay. As you practice, Master Wah will come up, and he will kind of give you pointers. and help you work through your forms to improve them. Before you leave, he will say, you both should consider becoming Master of Arms. Or perhaps even a first officer. The use of weapons is important to both.
Parnas is going to look over at Torbrand.
My father taught me that to neglect weapons practice is to invite death.
My father didn't have really any time to teach me himself, so I got tutors. But this was quite enjoyable. Say, if we do have the little cat as a, captain, are you going to be gunning for first mate, or should I?
Perhaps we should both aim for that.
Nice right challenge. I like this.
Let's, I intend to keep practicing in the hall every night. Perhaps we should spar together, keep each other sharp.
I wouldn't want it any other way. Sounds perfect.
Okay. I'm going to hop back over to the barrack.
I swing by the quartermaster, was it Clank?
He stands waiting for you.
Hey, I got an odd request. Do you have like a toy gun or something like that can shoot?
Cadets are not given weapons of that type, Master Corvus.
I'm actually
requires special training.
I'm actually going to give it to the the sergeant over the barracks. He's a cool guy. I just wanted to get him something.
Master Sergeant Graves has his own weapon. He does not need one from you. Nor do I think he would be appreciative of it.
Why not? I think it would be a great gesture. How about you go ahead and deduct it, and then you can give it to him, and I will not be a part of it. You just say it's for me. How about that?
How about you finish your first mission and purchase a real weapon and bring it back to him? I'm sure he would find that a very honorable gesture.
Sure. I'll take a, let's see, I would take a rapier and a whip. Do you got a whip?
Master Graves does not use rapiers or whips.
Yeah, I do. What does he use? What does he use?
He has his own weapon.
But what should
Mike
I...
goes to the back and brings forth a rapier and a whip and lays them on the ground. The amount has been deducted from your stipend, Master Corvus.
Oh, fantastic. So what does he like? What does he use?
Master Sergeant Graves is a gift. They are trained in the use of firearms.
Yeah, see, I want to buy him one. How about this? When do we get the training for that? That's where I could buy one?
No. But I am sure that you will see it on day 5 of your training.
Oh, great. Okay. Now, after I graduate, can I get one?
We do not sell them to cadets.
Right. But you do have him here, right?
I only sell to cadets, Master Corvus. so no.
Okay, all right, thank you. And I go back to the barracks.
Okay. When you get back at the barracks, Brink, Jungus, and Millum are sitting at the table. They have cards out. They seem to be playing some sort of card game.
How do I just, like, add an item without having to type all the stuff in?
So the way that you do that, you go over to along the top of the right side there, you know, where the speech bubbles, the, like, painting image, the book. There should be, like, 3 books with one of them at an angle. You select that. There will be, like, a little search bar. You type in the word that you're looking for, so, like, an item, say, like a potion of healing or something like that. You just type that in, and you should be able to just see the item, select the 2024 version, and drag it onto your sheet. And it will be automatically added to your sheet.
Copy that. Thank you much.
Mind you that this does not work for custom things or things that have not been ported over to 2024. I.e. like a toy gun or something like that. You'd have to put that in yourself.
Gotcha, good deal.
For those heading back where the bunks are, it looks like that Benjalum is sitting on the floor, surrounded by all sorts of things that he's been pulling out of Brink's trunk. His clothes, his weapons, all of his stuff is just like scattered on the floor as Benjalum is going through his trunk.
Whose trunk?
Brink's, the Hadozi.
Cool. I'm going to go to my trunk, get my little journal out, lock my trunk, and then proceed to just write my little journal.
Okay.
Yeah, as soon as, like, Shiz sees this, he, like, immediately gets up and he's going to go walk towards Quartermaster Plank and buy a lock and then come back and put it on his own chest.
Okay.
Torbrand's walking up to the table where they're playing cards. So what's the game?
I've been playing a game we play over in the garden called Pirate's Cove. This is Brink talking. Have you played it before?
I don't know. Have I? I have proficiency with playing cards, but
Yeah,
seems
you've played
unlikely.
it before.
Oh, all right. Well, I think I know the rules. What's the stake?
1 gold piece ante.
Tigrid's also listening in on this, by the way.
Okay.
Playing for promises or forfeit now?
Minimum bet's 1 gold piece, and we can push it up from there. Dungus has got a pile of about 20 gold pieces sitting in front of him.
Deal me in. Let's see if Timora is smiling or laughing at me today.
He deals cards around the table. He looks at you, Sigurd. Do you want dealt in as well?
Yes. So she deals out 5 gold coins.
Everybody gets 3 cards, basically as your hand, and 1 card face down. And basically the way it works is everybody's going to roll 3d13 to figure out what their current hand is. I will do that for Brink and Millum and Torbran, or Brink and Millum and Youngus, and you can do it basically to yourself, and then you can choose to take one of your cards and swap it for the one on the table, or you can stay with what you have, and whoever's the highest wins. It's a pretty straightforward game. So everybody puts in one gold piece, and you need to roll to yourself 3d13.
A D13.
Yeah. The idea is that it's the card. So 1 being the lowest, 13 being the highest, right?
Are we rolling publicly, or are we whispering rolls?
You can whisper the rolls to me. Don't do them in public. Otherwise, everybody knows you're here.
Right. I never. Some games work like that.
Yep, understood. Yep, and once you do your rolls, what we'll do is we'll go around the table and so everybody's put in a gold piece. We'll go around the table. Everybody can choose to increase the amount, and they can choose whether or not they want to replace their lowest card with the pull, right? And I already know what these guys are doing, so no worries there.
Corvus is just going to sit back and watch them play and try to figure out, like, their tales and, like, the psychology of that person who's playing.
Millum will raise for 2 gold pieces, and he's standing on what we have. That will go to you, Torbran.
Insight on Millum.
Yeah, roll it.
Not a great roll.
Is there a way to make the rolls not public? Whisper.
Whisper.
I got it. Okay. Okay. He seems pretty blank. You can't read her at the moment.
Okay. Okay, so I could exchange one of my cards for the card that's face down?
Yep, and you got to put in 2 gold pieces to keep it going, and you can choose to increase that to more if you want.
I'm going to call and exchange my lowest for the face down.
Okay. So just roll another D13, and that'll be replacement for your lower. Jungus will put in 2 gold pieces and stick with what he's got. That takes us to you, Sigrid.
I'm going to drop my lowest also for the card that's face down.
Okay. Okay. And it is a D13, so not sure what the.
Well, shit.
It's okay. Well, yeah. I will just add one to him. That's fine. Okay. Brink is going to swap his lowest. He looks disappointed. And everybody can show their cards. The Brink has a 9, an 8, and 11. Millum has 13, 10, and 10. Okay, so basically we just go by the total. So can anybody beat the 33?
No.
So Sigrid, you got 12, 12, and 8, which is what? 32? Yeah, so you're like one point off of
Damn.
beating Millum. So you almost beat Millum. Millum sweeps up the 15 gold pieces and says, I think that's enough for tonight. And she heads off out of the room, or starts to at least.
Insight. Was there cheating going on?
Yeah, go ahead and roll insight. And also, I would encourage everybody to, in the game or watching the game here, to roll. I guess it's just a straight int check.
To roll a what? I'm sorry.
A straight int check, just an int check. Yeah, so Torbrand, you don't think there was any cheating going on so far as you could see toward Pell. Nobody seems to be indicating that. Sigrid, you would know that it is very bad manners for someone to leave a game after they just won. Usually, you get allowed a chance to win your money back, so to speak.
See, Torbrand knows that too,
Don't
but he
wanna
also
stay?
knows...
Go ahead.
Torbrand knows that too, but he also knows that if someone has won and they want to walk away, then Timora won't smile on them next time. Unless she does. She might, but she shouldn't.
Yep. What did you say, Sigrid? I didn't catch that last thing you said.
She was just gonna say to Millum, don't you want to stay and try to, win some more? What's the hurry to leave?
No, I have to sleep. The bells come early in the morning.
What time is it? For the
It's
DM?
yeah, it's like 9 bells. It's like 9 o'clock at night. It's not late, but you guys do get up early. But tomorrow you only have to be up at 6 bells. So
We still have time in the night, and we don't have to be up until later in the morning. Are you sure you don't want to stay?
he gives you a wink and says, "I have things to do before everyone else in the morning." she walks off into the other room.
When she walks by, I'm just going to go, I see what you did.
He looks at you and says, I see what you did.
I'll just leave it at that.
Youngest looks at his pile of gold and says, I don't think I want to lose any more tonight. I'm going to get some sleep too. Brink looks disappointed. After Youngest leaves the room, Brink says, that's a shame. He had a lot of gold and he was really bad at cards.
Well, I don't have quite so much gold, and I may not quite be so bad at cards, but I'm willing to keep playing.
I'll keep playing if y'all want to.
Ivog looks over and says, Corvus, you can't sleep there. Master Sergeant will be very unhappy.
I know.
What are you doing there?
Just watching you guys play cards. He didn't say I couldn't sit here and watch. He said I couldn't sleep here.
Ivog looks at you and says, do you think Master Sergeant will know the difference or care?
I don't think it matters to him. I don't think he cares about anything. Except for what's right and what's wrong and this and that. But I think this is our time and we should just have fun.
You should tell Master Sergeant that when he finds your black hair all over that mattress.
How dare you insinuate I shed?
I see. And Ivog kind of, in a puff, heads out of the room back to his bunk.
He is right, though. Not about shedding, I don't know about that, but if you make it obvious that you were sitting on that bunk, Master Sergeant will take issue with it.
He never said I couldn't sit on the bunk.
He seems the type to take issue with it.
We'll see. We'll see when morning comes.
Just want to make it clear. If you die, if the Master Sergeant tears your head off, I win money.
So you want me to sit on here then?
No, I'm saying if you sit on there, it might make the Master Sergeant more likely to tear your head off, if nothing. If you don't sit than if you don't sit on it.
That's fine by me, because I'm not breaking any rule, as long as I don't sleep here.
On the record, and let Lady Luck show that I tried to warn him.
Brink starts shuffling out the cards and passing them around the table. Go ahead and roll 3d13 for your hand. You can just whip through it if you want. Brink looks obviously upset when he gets his hand. He puts in his gold piece in the center.
Insight check.
Yep, go for it.
4.
He looks obviously upset.
Yep.
Sigrid, are you rolling a hand?
Okay, I hate to sound dumb. How do you whisper roll?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Okay, so I've been doing /GM roll.
Oh, is that how that works? That's what I do as well.
Or
So.
that's if you're not doing
Okay,
anything
sweet.
other than rolling dice.
Okay, /GM roll, and then 3d13. Okay, got it. And
Yeah,
GM roll is one word, right?
Yeah. Hang on.
It's coming, hang on.
Like that.
Got it.
Yeah, I stuck it in the Discord chat.
Okay. Torbrand, you're up.
I should have asked actually. Given that I have proficiency in insight and proficiency in cards, do I roll with advantage if I'm trying to tell if someone's bluffing while playing a card game?
Sure. Absolutely.
Cool.
14, you're pretty sure he's upset about his hand.
Okay, that wasn't just good to know for in future because
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, I should have caught that too, but yeah.
Yeah, no, because God knows I'm going to be trying to play cards as often as possible with Torbrand because that's just how he is.
Yep, understood.
Yep, all right. Definitely gonna lose my lowest card and draw a new one.
Okay. Are you raising? Or calling?
What's the current bet at? 2 gold?
I forget. What was the standard bet? Was it 2 gold?
It was 1 gold.
Yeah, so
Chip in, and
it's currently at 1 gold, and you can add more to that if you want.
what the hell? I'll raise 1 and then trade in my lowest card.
Okay. Okay, Sigrid, bets at 1.
Okay. I am going to redraw for my lowest.
Okay.
And she's going to raise 2 gold.
Okay. Brink will replace his card. And call with 2 gold. He has 19 total. Okay. Torbrand and Sigrid, what are your totals? 22. We got him beat, Torbrand. Let's see, and Sigrid.
Sigrid's total.
What, you've got like 34, is that right?
Her total was 34, yeah.
Yep, okay, you will win 9 gold pieces.
Let's fucking go.
Brink just lays his head on the table. I'm not good at playing cards either. I think I'm going to call it a night. He heads off to the other room.
Should have just been like, I miss Jungus.
As he gets to the other room and finds Pendulum. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's just gonna ask, so where did you learn to play cards from? You seem pretty good at it.
My uncle taught me that any adventurer needs Timora on his side, and if you want to pray to Timora, the best way to do it is cards, dice, or a game of chance.
You keep going on and on about this Timora. What is she like? What is she to you exactly? Your goddess?
On the world I come from, she's the goddess of luck, and she's... well, I pray to one god and two goddesses, and she's one of them. What about you? Where did you learn to play cards?
Is she the one? I had a teacher who I'd spend time with, and a nanny, and they taught me several skills throughout my life, and playing cards was a way to pass the time, I suppose.
You would hear yelling and screaming coming from the other room. For those of you in the other room, Brink has caught Pendulum going through his stuff and has pulled a dagger on him.
Oh, Brink, buddy.
I'm going to jump off my bed and try to get between them. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What's happening?
This thief is in my stuff!
Oh, Brink, come on. He is not a thief. He was just browsing the goods. Didn't take anything yet.
Pendulum looks up and you notice that he has a series of rings across both of his hands. And a 3 amulets hanging around his neck. All taken from the chest.
Would Tarnus be able to see, or be able to get, like, the feeling of when, since Jungus and, Millum came back previously from doing their little card game, and then Brink came back, would he have been able to notice that they all had, like, sort of a, well, except for Millum, had sort of a sad face on themselves there?
I mean, it wasn't that big of a thing, I don't think. I mean, you know, they all kind of just came back and sat down at their bunks.
Ah, alright.
He hasn't stolen. He just borrowed them. He just wants to see what it looks like to be blinged out like you are.
I should take him and throw him out the window of the realm's tower.
That,
how we deal with thieves around here.
I mean, that sounds fantastic, but just how much work are you going to have to do to put in that? You're going to have to catch them. You're going to have to fight them all the way out there. Just let me here. Hey, Benjamin, just take that stuff off, put it back in the chest. Come on now.
Benjamin looks completely confused at this moment.
I'll explain later. Come on, just put it back into the thing. See, Brink is putting it back in. We're all good. See, I'm saving you so much physical labor that we all just need to go to bed so we can get up early.
Brink grabs Vigilum by the scruff of his neck and pulls him back. Get out of my stuff and stay out of it. You make sure everything's back in that chest. Vigilum slowly starts putting everything back in the chest. You notice as he's going, he's taking off things that are his and putting them back in the chest too. Things that he had with him, like, other items too.
Benjamin, just his stuff, not your stuff. Just, come on. Come on.
He gives the shrug and just puts the stuff back in and goes over to his phone.
See, we good? We good, Brink?
I'm reporting him to the magistrate in the morning.
Can this not be his one chance, his get out of jail car free chance?
Briggs looks at Biz and says, "Once my stuff, will I go get a lock?" And he marches off down out of the barracks and presumably headed to the quartermaster.
Once Brink leaves, Tarnus is just going to say, while writing in his journal, and so the lot acquisition makes so much more sense to others, doesn't it?
Does he honestly think I wasn't watching before? Like, what should he wanted me to do?
I mean, you're watching his stuff. Just watching Benjamin take it. You know what? I'll be right back. And I'm going to run to catch up with Brink.
Okay.
Hey, Brink, hold on. Hey, wait, hold on.
Right after Corvus leaves the room, Millum slips out as well.
I'm going to slip out after Millum.
Okay.
Follower.
Brink, hey, hold on. One second.
Wait a minute. While everyone leaves, Tarnus is going to get sort of snarky and say, Benjamin.
Yeah?
Meow.
Why do you think Millum left the room?
I'm talking to Vigilum?
Yes.
I don't know. Why do you think she left the room?
Oh, figure I'd ask. A bit of an odd question. The one that doesn't seem to understand things completely. In fact, why... Jungus, Damascus, anyone have a guess as to why that all happened?
Jungus just shrugged. I don't understand, Millum. They're always doing things elsewhere. Sneaking around.
Yeah. And Tarnus is just going to go back to writing his journal.
Okay. Torbrand and Sigrid, you were in the other room. Are you guys taking any action from there?
I think Sigrid went to go check out what was going on when she heard all the yelling.
Okay. So you would have heard and seen most of that?
Yeah, much the same for Torbrand.
Okay.
Torbrand Just want to make sure. Benjamin is what, 2-3 feet tall?
Yeah, he looks like a child almost.
Okay, so Torbrand's armor would not fit Benjamin. And and Benjamin would presumably not have an easy time wielding Torbrand's weapons.
Nope.
Okay, so Torbrand just kind of looks at Benjamin, looks at himself, looks at his weapons, looks at Benjamin, figures that Benjamin is probably not going to take any of the most important things that Torbrand has, and is just going to kind of watch the show for the moment.
Okay, so Corvus, after a moment, you catch up to Brink out into the corridor.
Hey, hold on 1 second, okay?
What do you want, Corvus?
Are you actually going to turn him in?
Yeah, he's a thief. He's been a thief multiple times. He shouldn't be part of a crew. Can you imagine how quickly he'd get thrown overboard?
Well, you know
He needs to be kicked out now before he gets hurt.
You realize he doesn't understand the concept of ownership, right?
Does it matter? Well, how's that going to go on a ship?
You know, the funny thing is most likely because somebody else has already stole and that stupid person steals here, correct? We have to deal with that one all the time. You're not going to get rid of him by turning him in. And you know, the thing is, he might actually end up on a ship where you are on, and he might actually save your life one day. And just because, he was wearing some of your rings in the ambulance. He wasn't even taking them. And he doesn't know better in that concept. And nobody here has actually tried to, help him understand that. But yelling at him, doesn't actually work all the time. I think, don't turn him in. Let's just squash this whole thing. I'll buy you the lock, and we'll just call it good. We only got a few more days here anyway. So could you just kind of put up with him?
As you're talking, Millum flips past you in the hallway. You would be catching up about right now.
Yeah, I'll just quickly walk by him, give Corvus a wink, and continue to follow after Millum.
Are you trying to stay stealthy, or?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, okay. I don't want her to know that I'm following.
Okay, go ahead and give me a stealth check.
I would like to spend my inspiration to give myself advantage on it.
You can just roll it, and if you want to use your heroic inspiration, you can re-roll it if you choose to.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, God. Can I do anything else about it?
Remember, I gave you inspiration, too.
Yep, you'd have inspiration.
That's Bardic inspiration?
Yeah, Bardic, it adds a 1d6.
Okay. Well, 15, it looks like.
Okay. She heads down the corridor and hits the stairs and is, let me jump to the other map. So you guys started out basically on the barracks, which is here.
Mm-hmm.
And she's headed down.
Like the magistrate deck?
So below the barracks would be the stores, the magistrate deck, and the planar laboratory.
Interesting. And we'll follow her down.
You get down about half a level, and she goes out on to this balcony that's sticking out from the tower.
Okay.
He ties off a rope and jumps right off the side of the tower with the rope in hand.
I'm gonna wait a moment and then kind of slowly peek my head over.
You can see that he has dropped it down to the magistrate deck and is currently standing outside one of the windows peeking in.
I'm going to watch her. Does she like try to enter, or is it more like she's trying to spy?
He seems to be looking through the window at the moment.
Okay, I'm gonna wait a little bit to see what she does next.
You would see her flip, change form, and she changes form to look like the magistrate, and then slips into the window. Meanwhile, back in the corridor, Drink's like, Corvus, I'm getting a lock and I'm telling the magistrate. If the magistrate decides to kick Pendulum out, that's up to her.
Listen, I understand, and I respect your wish to do that. But I think there's just something deep down about Pendulum that we have yet to discover, and we need to discover it. And if he gets kicked out, we'll never know that. And we all have that. You have that too, Brink. You have that too. And I don't want him to lose this opportunity under a miscommunication, okay? So is there anything that I can do to change your mind?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a persuasion check, please.
I have terrible rolls.
He just shakes his head. I'll let you know what happens, Corvus, and he heads on his way.
10 gold.
He just keeps walking. It appears that he's not going to be condemned.
Okay. I make my way back towards the barracks.
Okay. Shiz, what are you doing?
After a moment of consideration, Shiz unties the rope and lets it fall, and then walks back to the dorms.
Okay.
That's nasty.
After about 20 minutes, Brink comes back, locks his case, and then sits on his bed to go to sleep. About 10, 15 minutes later, you would notice Millum slips in. She stops where you're sitting, Shiz, and kind of kneels down so that the others can't see where she's at or that she's talking to you. She's trying to like hide herself as best she can.
Yep.
Didn't appreciate the rope thing. You owe me a rope.
I was pretending to be asleep, but I'll like open up an eye and I go, "My apologies, magistrate," and I'll close it again.
Oh.
He leans down really close to your face and says, "Benjamin's gonna be okay." He goes back over to her bunk.
I will chuckle to myself.
Okay, anything else before everyone calls it a night? We do a long rest?
Yes, Shiz is actually going to try to wake up really early in the morning before everyone else and, like, buy a rope and leave it on Millen's bed.
Dominicus is also going to try to wake up early to do what Corvus tries to do every morning.
Okay, anybody wants to wake up early can do a con. Was it con check, right?
Yeah.
That's what we said.
Yeah.
It was what, DC 10? Or was it? I think it was
Is it
DC.
a con check or con save?
I think it's a check.
Yeah, it's been a con check.
And it's
Alright,
DC
cool.
10, right?
Right. I will spend one of my luck points. My last luck point.
And Torbrand is going to sleep until the wake of a call because he's not crazy, unlike the rest of these people.
Well, I wanted to get up and go down to the sparring deck there.
Okay, so it looks like even Corvus is up early.
When I wake up early, I'm just going to have that internal cheer of I did it. And then I'm going to get everybody's uniforms ready, have them pressed, waiting for them, whole 9 yards.
Okay, who else is up?
I am.
Yeah, Shiz made it up as well.
Okay. So, Corvus, you got company.
And I will be helping Corvus with his task.
Okay.
Sis, what are you doing up this early? This is insane for you.
I will put a hand on either shoulder and I'll look you dead in the eye, real close, and I go, you can never hate the player, only the game. And then I will walk off.
Sure. And I'll go back to, do what I was doing.
Okay. Six bells. Sergeant Graves enters. Did the rest of you wake people up before the sixth bell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And right before 6 bell, I will be standing at attention right here where Sergeant Graves comes in.
Sergeant Graves comes in and sees everyone has nicely pressed uniforms and is awake. Very good. I see what an extra hour sleep does for all of you. Very good.
Sergeant Graves, I got a question.
Yes, Master Corvus. You have earned one question today.
I feel that if we had our own individual bunks, that you will be able to get a lot more out of us because we'll be able to rest more comfortably. Just saying, if you would allow us to have the additional room.
I see, Mr. Corvus. That would be a valid argument if we didn't have another set of cadets coming in, wouldn't it?
When are they supposed to be here?
All of our cadets run on 2-week schedule. They will be here within 3 days.
Can we have it for 2, and then we'll clean it and have it ready for the 3rd day for them?
No, Master Corvus, you do not have time to clean the bunks, nor would you do it to the satisfaction of the new cadet.
I mean, they don't know what they're going to look like, so, their level of expectation's got to be something relatively low.
They do expect not to die, Master Corvus. And given the corners of the multiverse that we get cadets from, it's important that we follow certain protocols when cleaning things. I don't think you'll be disappointed, though, because today You'll be under the instruction of Master Helmsman Merrick Wind, and also continuing your training on weaponry this afternoon with Master Wall. You may report there immediately. He turns and walks out.
Have a good day, Sergeant Graves. Love you.
Yep, that was weird. You shouldn't have said that last part. Also, you got away with, I counted 3 different questions there.
I know, I got that too. It's quite amazing.
Oh, and after a moment, Master Graves sticks his head back in and says, breakfast is also being served. Grab it on your way to the training deck.
Hot diggity dog. I do one of those jumps up in the air and I click my heels together.
Score!
That's good. And Cat manages to wake up early, and we get breakfast.
See, I'm telling you, everything's looking up from here, guys. Let's go get some breakfast, get some chow in us, and we'll just have a fantastic day. Let's get this going. Yeah!
A little too energetic, I would say.
Don't worry, the longer you're exposed to it, the more it just kind of...
It's quite interesting, really. When he wakes up at the same time as the rest of us, he's sort of muddle-headed and doesn't quite know what's going on. When he wakes up an hour before most of us do, suddenly he's annoyingly spry.
Tarnas is just going to roll his eyes as he makes his way towards to go get some breakfast.
Breakfast proceeds without incident, and the morning training class is taught by Master Helmsman Merrick Wind, who's basically, think of him as the guy that drives the ship, right? So, jumping over to here.
Intergalactic, planetary, intergalactic. Bat the baseball from my dopey.
Just a little reminder here. Master Helmsman Merrick Wind. There's his picture. And you would recognize that he is an astral elf. Elves that are basically native to Spelljammer travel. He will take you through the information in the forums about what the roles are on the ship, what they do, things like that. There's a brief break for lunch, and then you would all end up on the combat training deck with Master Law again.
That last class was kind of meh.
One might say that it was Meowsk.
Oh, I see what you did there. I see what you did.
Boo.
You do realize, like, navigation is probably one of the singular most important skills. I mean, don't get me wrong. I slept through most of the class.
I understand that it is a very important thing. However, it was dulling.
I think the captain is the singular most important role on the ship.
The captain is
Extremely incorrect.
The captain is important. However, being able to drive your vessel is a completely different thing.
Master Wall will clear his throat. You know who the most important person on the ship is? It is the last man standing.
Okay.
Today we will be learning about and assessing ranged attacks. Please keep in mind, no magic is to be used for these attacks. We will be using bows, javelins, and other mundane weapons The targets are located at the end of the room. When you have practiced to your satisfaction, please let me know and we will conduct your test. It will be a single ranged attack versus a target.
Can I immediately throw a dagger?
Absolutely.
Why?
Where are you throwing it at?
At what our test target would be.
Okay.
I'm ready for my test.
Okay, so 20, it goes flying across the room, hits the target. Master Wall gives about, very well done, Shiz. Please, next time, ask before hurling sharp objects across the room, though.
I will give a sloppy bow and apology and retrieve my dagger.
Master Corvus, as you wish.
All right, here we go. I pull out the first knife. Oh, that's the butter knife, and then I pull out the other knife. Well, maybe
It
I
goes
should.
hurtling across the room and clanks off the target, falling to the floor.
I need better luck next time. Okay, I'm going to go get back in line.
Other people are starting to practice. You see bows, you see javelins, you see thrown weapons. Somebody's even got dart. Slowly over time, people start making their way up and doing their tests.
Anything super weird or interesting?
Not really. I mean, lots of different weapons, but they all sort of, either throw them or you use a bow, and there's some crossbows, that sort of stuff as well.
How about those that are not, that don't have any of those weapons on hand?
Master Waff supplies javelins for those that don't have any weapons on hand.
I have to ask, what does Jungus do?
Good question.
He wields a ballista as a crossbow. Yeah.
He picks up ficus and throws it at him.
Always chuck a halfling.
He has a spear. Let's see how he does with it. And he nails it with the spear with a 21.
Holy shit! He's got a +7 to strength.
Oh, he is a giant.
Yeah,
That does
he is
tend to help.
giant.
Okay, who's up?
I was doing that.
Okay.
I will throw a dagger.
Okay.
I have failed.
It's okay, you did a good job.
Can I use my inspiration to reroll that?
Yes, you can.
I will do that then.
It would be advised.
Okay, that's better.
14, there we go.
Tarnas is going to be next one up, and he's going to throw one of the provided javelins.
Okay. You could add one to your inventory if you'd like.
I plan on doing that.
Very nice. Master Wah says, keep that. You should always have a mundane ranged weapon in case magic fails you. You are unable to reach the enemies directly. In ship combat, ships are often at some distance apart. Affecting the enemies before they're boarding your ship is heavily advised as a solid strategy.
Yes, that is not my forte.
Okay, Torbrand and Sigrid, who's up next?
Torbrand.
Sigrid will go.
Oh, go ahead.
Never mind, go ahead. I'll go. Sorry.
Okay.
Yikes.
9 will kind of clatter right next to the target.
It's okay, Sigrid. Better luck next time.
And finally, Master Torbrand.
Right, Torbrand draws his bow and looses an arrow.
Very nice. For the 24, you drop an arrow dead center. Master Wall will walk over to you and say, "May I?" Asking for your bow.
By all means.
He grabs it, feels it a bit, holds it up, and says, "This is the preferred weapon of a spelljammer. You can shoot at a great distance. We're going to be learning about its big brother tomorrow, the ballista. It greatly increases your range. Keep this in mind." He hands it back. "Well done, Torbrand. That's all we have for today. You may return to your barracks. Please, everyone, work on your range skills. They are imperative to your survival in the long run." And I think that's where we will stop tonight as we get back to the barracks.
Oh my.
Sounds good. Hey, Chris, quick question. I know that you said that for ranged weapons we don't really count the ammo. Do we still do that with javelins?
So the reason we don't count mundane and